Hello, everyone. Mystic Virgo 4444. I want to do a reading tonight on the career. We're going to do a career reading. I posted a video earlier about my coworker, though. So I hope you all check that video out. We're going to do a career reading right now to see where your career is headed. I have here compassion, love yourself, compassion, find compassion in yourself and in others. Offer a helping hand, whatever it is that you choose to do with your career life. Uh, be willing to help others, have the attitude for gratitude. And I'm going to do an intuitive reading this time, you all. I normally am an intuitive reader, and I follow what I see in the cards. The card may say one thing for face value, but I always end up looking at the card and seeing what other messages there is for you. Okay, so we're going to do an intuitive reading tonight on your career. Sanctuary here. Probably used to spending a lot of time alone, a lot of time, excuse me, by yourself. Uh, Probably a writer or some kind of, probably a writer or some kind of artist. Or maybe you like to draw pictures or paintings. Maybe you like to draw pictures of animals like beavers or animals of the deep sea. Something about maybe some marine life. That's probably just a hobby of yours. You probably don't want to make a career out of it, or maybe vacation to see deep sea animals, or maybe you like to go deep sea fishing. Maybe that's in your on your bucket list to maybe do something deep sea, doing something with marine life and deep sea animals, deep sea marine life. Reflection, purification, forest, rainforest. Stone people. So I have love, cave, winter solstice, rain, forest, stone people. Yeah, stone people. Have compassion for yourself as well as for others. I'm also hearing also an attitude of gratitude. Don't spend so much time alone. Don't make yourself out to be a hermit. Sure, you can block people out of your life who no longer have your best interest at heart. You've probably blocked off a bunch of people here. You probably just say, stop, not enough. I'm done with this situation. I'm also, when I said stop, I thought the song from back in the day, Stop Hammer Time. Show people what you made of. If you have to sit there and tell people to stop and pay attention to you, do you, so be it. Make people listen to you. Okay, stop the BS. You're probably good at blocking people out. You're probably good at distancing yourself to people who no longer serve you. But when the time is right, when you know that the time is right, you know how to stop a person in their tracks and make them listen to you. You make people listen to you. You make people believe you. You reflect a lot on what you've been through in your life. You make people believe you. You make people believe in you. Okay, you're probably need to go to some sort of purification, eating more fruits, vegetables, a lot of greens. I just said that in my other video. Also, purifying yourself. You probably are upset because you're crying about something that's bothering you, or you've cried recently about something, or you let something bother you. Learn how to take a deep breath. Learn how to breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. We all breathe every single day. Actually, as a matter of fact, I have this on my desk. Reminds me to take a breath every now and again. Reminds me to breathe every now. Literally, I have this taped to my desk. And every time I see this, I remind myself to take a deep breath. Okay? So remind yourself every now and again to just take a deep breath. No matter where you are, what you're doing, just take a deep breath. Okay? Be vigilant about your beliefs. Be vigilant about what it is you want to come into your life. But there's some kind of purifying, something you need to do, purifying your inner soil, purifying your inner belief system, purifying your life in general. Everything around you needs to change because you're reflecting so much here on the winter solstice. This is the time when the perfect time for you to plant your seeds. Okay, so you can be not reborn again, but because you're revisiting and hashing old wounds that have taken place in your life. And I see something about abuse from days going by, people didn't believe you. That's why I said earlier, you find a way for people to believe you now, because they probably didn't believe you in the past. Okay, you're reflecting on what you've been through, and this is where your purification in your rebirth is starting to take place, because you've been very, very vigilant in your life, very vigilant about what's taking place in your life, in childhood, young adulthood, wherever it's happened to you, whatever forms of abuse that whatever forms of abuse that you've been subjected to, you've been very vigilant at healing this negative energy. Okay, I started this reading out to be a reading about workplace, but right now I'm getting no. We've done that tonight. So look at the other video I put up about that coworker though, because this video is taking a whole new turn. This is about your rebirth. This is about your purification. This is about you having you're having love for and compassion for yourself. Okay, your sanctuary. Your body is your sanctuary. Your body. I'm hearing your body is your sanctuary. If it was a childhood situation, a childhood rape, or an adulthood rape, your body is your sanctuary. Don't. I almost wanted to say don't clam up, but that wouldn't be an appropriate response, appropriate thing for me to say, because as soon as I said that, I felt that somebody saying that to whoever resonates. Don't clam up. Sorry if I I'm sorry if I hit a nerve, but I'm sorry if I triggered you when I said don't clam up. Sorry about that. I feel the need to say that. Energy. What is going on with this reading that turned out to be a life reflection reading and not a work reading? Passion, instinct, solitude. You have a lot of solitude going on. Your passion is telling you that it's time to let your fire out, to go out and believe in what you believe in. Your validity here is very explosive. Your passion, very, very passionate about this. Your passion is coming in, and your validity is coming in here because of what you've been through in your past, because of what you don't want people to. Oh, Lord have mercy. Hold on, y'all. Oof. Give me a minute. So this is a reading about childhood innocence, about what took place in your childhood, because here I have innocence, innocence. Okay, and you see children here. You see how the essence of this reading changed. So something happened to you in your childhood. It took your innocence away. Okay, and I was mentioning about the passion. I mentioned about the validity, and I mentioned about your childhood, your wounds, whatever's going on in your childhood. You're at a point in your life now to where you're ready to share your story. That's where the tears are coming from. That's where the validity of this situation is important to you, because it's letting you know that nobody believed you, but you want to make sure that children live their life and know that they can be believed. Okay, you can pull people in. You can pull people in and make them believe you. Okay, you can pull them in and make them believe you, even if you have to write it down. Even if you have to write it down, you have to. I think you're at a point to where you're ready to help these children know, or to help anybody realize that they don't have to have their innocence stolen and not say anything about it. People will listen. I do believe you. I believe you kind of situation, because you have that instinct. Okay, you've been solitary too long about it. You've been silent about this situation too long. Your instinct is telling you here that you want to help as many children as you can, any situation as you can. Your instinct is telling you that it's time for you to make that move, to help other people, to help children, to help women, rape victims, to help children, incest and rape victims. It's time for you to stand up in your own power. It's time for you to come out of seclusion and solitude and help others. Make people believe you, because back then people didn't believe you. You tried your best to stop it, but you couldn't. You tried your best to stop it, and your childhood innocence was taken away. Your childhood innocence was stolen. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Okay. So I didn't intend for this, but this is the book that I wrote. I'm still working on it. I did do a video on this a few weekends ago, but this book is called Stolen Innocence. This is something that I worked on. I'm working on. I'm just working on the edits now. But this is what happened to me when I was younger. Okay, so maybe this is a lesson for whoever this resonates with. That uh, childhood innocence. Okay, look, you see how this resonates. Okay, innocence, stolen innocence, the childhood, the essence of what this reading has turned into. Uh, it's deep, y'all. I mean, it's an intense energy right now, because I didn't intend for this reading to go this way. I really didn't. So I have here new beginnings. I have movement, and I have breach. There was a breach in your childhood life, and what you went through in your childhood life. But there are new beginnings. You are purifying your soul. You are purifying the very essence of who you are. You are purifying whatever it was that God put you on this earth to do. And what God put you on this earth to do is help heal others. So I'm going to read this, the back of my book. Uh, it's called Stolen Innocence. It happens all the time in some families. Ah, it happens all the time in some families. The harsh stench of what is known as incest, rape, and abuse. How do I know about this? It happened to me as a child, and it carried over into adulthood. Why do people hide this damaging family secret? Why is it swept under the rug to be forgotten? My stark reality is I never forgot. And I never will forget because it is within me. It has shaped me into who I have become, a survivor, a woman who has to come clean. I have to be the beacon of light that brings my story to those who have yet to make somebody believe them. The beacon of light, you all, is here in this new beginnings. A beacon of light, you all, is here within this movement of the energy. Okay, a new beacon of light. It's like the dawn of a new day has come to you to tell your story. The dawn of a new day has beckoned me to finish this. There's a reason why this seller dress is here. And it will make perfect sense to you when you all buy this book. I hope you all do buy it when I do complete it. There's a reason for this. There's a reason why I'm getting chills. Hold on, I'll put that down. I had to put that book down, y'all. It's getting me emotional. Okay. Grounding, emergence, and a rebirth. So you're grounding the situation here. Whatever happened to you in your childhood, even adulthood, okay, it's within you. It's rooted within you. There's nothing you can do to change it. It's never going to change. It is who you are. It's in the essence of who you are. Okay, but you are emerging. Okay, from this. Okay, so we have here the same thing on both sides of the card. Okay, so you are emerging from the pain and the heartache that you've went through in your life and in your childhood. Okay, it's followed you wherever it is, but you are emerging. Like I said, the dawn of a new day. It's time for you to do something different because you're being purified, reborn again, to share your story, to tell what it is that you've been going through and that you've been through in your life. It's the dawn of a new day. I mean, I keep saying that. Okay, this probably took place for a lot of you in the 70s. I'm getting the 70s. Okay, because I'm hearing in my head, I'm hearing all these old songs. Okay, it's time for you to share your story. Okay, I'm going to get a couple of more cards and then I'm going to close out this reading. Belonging, differences, meditation, and fragment. You're fragmented here because your past, because of what you've been through in your past, it's left you fragmented as a person, as a lady, a man, child, however it resonates with you. It left you fragmented. It left you in bits and pieces, okay? But you probably had in your life to where you didn't feel like you belonged. You probably didn't. I'm feeling really heavy-hearted right now. If you felt like when you were younger that you didn't belong in cliques and groups, you probably spent a lot of time by yourself in the dark, hiding from this secret that you had to hold on to, being a child. It's time for you to let that go. And remember, you aren't that different from somebody else who this has happened to. Okay, you just happen to be the one that's going to tell your story, that's going to share your story so that others can benefit from what you've been through. You've thought about it long enough, you've meditated on this situation long enough. It's time for you to share your story. It's time for you to be that beacon of light for someone. It's time for you to be that beacon of light to help someone. The same thing with me. It's time for me to shine my light. It's time for me to let people know what I've been through so they won't have to go through it. Okay? That's too many, y'all. One more card. Okay, too many, but I'm going to take the two here. Okay, I have the golden topaz. The golden topaz. It says, I step forward with joy and enthusiasm. I see my path shining brightly before me. And we talked about that beacon of light, okay? I see my path shining brightly before me, okay? Visualize life purpose, amplify joy and bliss, improve ability to speak up, cultivate ease, process all that is happening around and within. Process all that is happening around and within. I step forward with joy and enthusiasm. I see my path brightly before me. And this here is the golden topaz, okay? The golden topaz. Speak your mind, speak your truth. Make people believe you, okay? This is the copper. I am a conduit for goodness and prosperity. I receive inspiration and great wealth. This is the copper. Be a clear conduit for messages and inspiration. Complete inventions, formulas, and creative works. Amplify courage and confidence. Okay? Be a clear conduit for messages and inspiration. Complete inventions, formulas, and creative works. Amplify courage and confidence. Okay, so this is telling me, you all, to complete my invention, to complete my formula, to create my creative works, and to amplify courage and confidence. And this is saying the same thing to you. Write your story. Talk about your story. Be a beacon of light for others who can't speak for themselves. What else was I going to say? Write your story. Talk about it. Make people believe you. Okay. I want to read a part of it, but this is so intense and so full of what happened to me when I was a child. I just prefer not to, because it's intense, you all. I mean, it was real. It happened. You know, it's a shame that people do this to children, but it happens every single day. So if this is something that's happened to you all, please find help first of all if you need to, but please share your story so that others can benefit from what you've been through. Be the beacon of light for others. Speak for those who can't speak for themselves. Okay, I started out for this message to be about work, but maybe this is your work. This is your life's duty to talk about what you've been through, to share your story so others can benefit and so you can be their beacon of light. Okay, I hope that this resonated with the person or people that it's supposed to resonate with. And I will talk to you all again soon.